Good morning. This is Seek the Scuffed coming at you live with Apollo Justice. Wait, nope, wrong one. Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. That's right. Took a second to realize that. So, brief disclaimer before we get into things today. I cannot hear very well right now, so if there is any audio issues, I have no idea. I might be able to tell if I try really, really hard, but I don't trust that. So, if there are any issues, and you'd like them to change, please let me know. Also, needless to say, I'm still sick. I haven't coughed quite yet, but it's going to happen. But today we're going to try and get through this trial. I know that's an extraordinarily unrealistic goal, even if I'm in the peak of health, because even though I have the time, these trials tend to be rather long, and I am still in the middle of the first session of investigation. Not even halfway done with the first day. This is probably going to be 3 days long. Yeah, okay, but I'm not disappointed by that. I just want to, try and get as far as we can. So I can't talk very well, so I'm paying a lot of attention to, here. So I'm paying a lot of attention to, the little bars for my audio. Seems a bit, different than usual. Am I loud? I don't know. I have no way to know, because I can't hear it. But, we're gonna get right into this. And don't worry, I can hear what's going on here. I have all those sound effects and audio, music, because I have it blasting through my headphones in order to hear it. Now, let's start where we left off. Where did we leave off? I think we just finished... Oh no, we just basically started with Miriam here. Yes, we did the little Apollo lie thing. And now that our screen is moving, I can tell that my internet issues seem to have been resolved. This is probably the last thing I'm going to talk about that's off topic before we, really dive into this. But, as you may have noticed from my past few streams, if you notice those, bitrate, stream delay, been pretty bad. But I did a little bit of work on it yesterday, and it should be alright now. Now, let's get started into this. We got 20 minutes to get into the groove of things. I've already wasted 4. And I think Athena's talking, so let's go. Oh, wrong button. Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? Oh, what was this hissing? I forgot about that. I feel like if I could see your face, I should probably have an animation for it. I think I'm just going to keep interpreting it as a sort of laugh. No, duh. She's the target of my scoops, and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra, the dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means? Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Mean's methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was on the scene of the crime, the art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to... Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the 3 of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? What do you mean by fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh, Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be. They still seem to get along just fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers, and Professor Court has hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to the extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? I hate doing this hissing. Oh my god, I'm just gonna... I talked about it last time, it's gonna drive me insane. Ugh. Alright. How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in the court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. I'm not laughing. I don't want to do it. I'm not. We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow. But I don't even know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Can we present anything to her? I'm not gonna bother presenting that. I don't think I'm... No, I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of this, but I'll try it. Yeah, that's just her long dialogue. Oh, she opened up the top. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped that. No, it's fine, I don't like her. We've entered the hallway. The Right Anything Agency is probably just Trucy telling us where to go. Okay, maintenance area time. Yes, there's the mat. There's the carts. There's a furnace, that's important. Ooh, there's some marks on the wall. Sorry for the background noise. That's probably going to keep going for the whole 20 minutes I have to get into things. I don't see anything else of note here, though. Alright, let's go. So, this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Right. And then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then... there's something else here. Hey, it's Robin. Whoa! You scared the crud out of me. Yikes, right back at you. So, what are you doing out here? I'm working out so I can become strong enough to save Juniper. But I'm so worked up. My training brace is almost breaking at the seams. Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her, right? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. Except, I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. Also, I thought it was for learning how to slam on the desk. And point. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is. Is that okay on the mic? I hope it is. This character is really bad to be doing when I can't hear well. Which is not at all possible by the sounds of it. So, do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem, ask away. Keep 'em coming, man. Ouch, my ears ache already. I can't investigate. There's no button for it. That's odd. Why? Why can't I investigate? Alright. Robin, could you tell me a little bit more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. The Fine Arts Club? Looks like the broken pot. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of the noise we heard. There are supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fräulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man. It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah, I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down. What do you mean? Professor Court was a Fine Arts Club advisor. Ooh, I said that wrong. Or not wrong, but wrong for his voice. She was all about the truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good results is the truth. That, and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on your guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh. And you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Oh, man. Why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying how to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name, you'll see. The 3 of us had a dream. We'd swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer. Oh, I hate that they keep calling that lawyer. Judge. The 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The Dark Age of Law? Ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man. And I thought we were in the last game. Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from the stupid holier-than-thou school. A tough legal academy with even tougher results, or rules. Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the 3 of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Alright. Well, we gotta present something. How about the arrow? Whoa, did you make that? Let me fire it in the kiln for you. Just give it to me and I'll take care of the rest. I think I'll pass on the kiln firing this time. Okay, that's the wrong item thing. The planner. Nope. Were you gonna make this? How about that? Nope. Alright. You know, I think at this point I'm just gonna present both the newspapers. Oh, there we go, that's right. Ah, that paper. So, Robin, is this article true? The author of that article has been gunning for the 3 of us for some reason. It's been nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I can remember. Maybe the author just wants your attention. No way, man. The venom in those articles is way beyond that. I wonder. How about this one? Nope. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that was new. Whoa, deja vu, man. It's like I can almost taste my near victory again. But no, the final showdown was canceled because of that murder. This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it didn't come between you guys. You kidding? Our friendship is like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powder keg before a spark. It's like a calm before the storm. In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. Can you tell me about it? No. Can I resent people? No. Well, I've presented everything but the mock trial script. And this is the same dialogue as the last one. Unless I just presented this. No, no. Okay, well, nothing here then. How odd. They really should let me investigate here. It would, you know, really help, I feel. But we'll just move on. What do we do now? Suppose we check to see if the hallway is empty. No, Wright's still here. I don't know, do you have anything to say about the stage costume? No, you don't. How about this? Nope. Okay, I suppose we'll just go check the, anything agency, yeah? See Truzy? Yep, that's exactly what I thought it would be. And which means nothing important here. Oh, there's a red coat. I can't investigate, though. Alright. Where do we go? Lecture hall, perhaps? Probably just gonna be empty. Oh no, there's something here. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh! Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were gonna do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the scripts. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they had already read the script, or wrote it. But... Look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you do, so just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Is he being pressured by Professor Means to say that, perhaps? Perhaps Professor Means is the one putting a strain on their relationship somehow? We'll see. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Heh, whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. Wow, this guy is absolutely probably lying about that. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too. How can you even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. But, what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. Heh, there's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right. I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little bit more about that and why you didn't report it immediately? Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Yep, I'm not gonna bother reading that. And that's right. There was an announcement and everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trials to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So, that's when you saw the body? Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Where'd you get that? So, this article is in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie. Right. But if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off. He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? Thanks for sharing the important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about that matter. Thanks, and don't worry. We'll prove Juniper's innocence, you'll see. I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what's next? Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh, wait, we haven't met with Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Well, let's head over to the detention center. Alright. Oh, the voice. What voice I give Junie? Fina, thank you so much for coming. She called me Fina like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. I wish I could have experienced it. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Well, you never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. Alright, one more thing to ask about. I was wondering about that awl you had on you when you were arrested. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this. That's the evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. Then we've got nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood-red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but... It probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday. It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl with what looked like blood on it. A key? And the awl? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Art Club's direct advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the prop should be realistic, so... The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it? I have a really bad feeling about this. Me too, but let's not jump the gun on this. Alright, this should be our last dialogue unless something big happens, and then she gets pulled away. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? What was the last time you saw her? Oh, was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school around 6 p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked like and acted like the same as she always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Athena. Well, I should go now. Bye. Is she gonna be alright? She's like the shadow of the girl we met back at the academy. The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still... What is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there? Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial. Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far. Okay. Oh, are we really doing this? Okay, this is a first. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. No. I mean, I guess the police said it was the crime scene, so it probably is. Right. I was jumping to conclusions because I thought they were doing that. Then, her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I wish those were the only similarities they shared. Well, what do you mean? What I mean is the script in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. No, it's not. Why would it? Okay, let's break down Apollo's reasoning here. We found a body, and evidence suggests that that the way the body got to where it was is exactly as was the case in the mock trial. And so, he thinks the trial's going to go that way. But, why would that happen? The argument should immediately be made of why would someone copy the mock trial. In which case, the only reasonable answer is A, they're insane, which is not the direction this is going to go, or B, they're framing someone. So there's no reason why this trial should go the same way as the mock trial. Let's move on. Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not going to happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. And of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. Alright. There we go. You know, I probably could have pushed through that last bit yesterday. I doubt it would have been that bad. Yes, continue the next chapter. So, let's see. How do we think this first day is going to go? Because there's obviously going to be a second day. Because we were not allowed to inspect the, maintenance area. And we never even got to go to the art room. So, this is probably going to be completely unused. Oh. Actually, I was thinking that we haven't even found it yet, so maybe it's gonna be unused. But I just realized that is not the case. I I don't know why it took me this long to put this together, but obviously, so we obviously noted the glowing hand last time while he's clapping in the dark, and they're gonna bring up the all, which is not in my inventory. And maybe say that he did it, and then we're gonna say no because if he did, the all would have glow in the dark paint on it. Yeah, that about sums that up. And that's probably the only thing we can deduce right now. I mean, this is here to disprove Miriam when she takes a stand, or not disprove, but it was going to be used against Miriam, obviously. I don't think anything else. I mean, I guess the mock trial script could also be used against her. But we're going to rely on the prosecution for dealing with Miriam, because I feel like she's just a waste of time for both sides. I really don't know why Black Quill would take her on. Oh right, we have characters now. Yes. Let's see. Yep. Everything as planned so far. There's Black Quill. He's very young. Is Miriam gonna stay in the box the whole time? Alright. Well, I don't think there's much for us to discuss in this pre-trial. I think it's pretty open shut. But obviously Miriam's gonna be dragging this out a bit because that's what she does, it seems. Let's go. My butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So, what's it like having your own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. Like a runner's high? What? No. What are you even talking about? Relax. Everyone's nervous their first time. So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecution is so terribly brutal. And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's that end justifies the means concept again. Now that it has come to this, we have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means, after all. Why is this guy allowed here? He's not part of the agency. I don't want him here. Apollo probably doesn't want him here. Is Phoenix just going along with this because he wants to, get information out of him or something? We'll see. I wish he'd stop saying that. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper my own way. But, Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. But if this trial produces the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? No. And also, why would it go the same way as the mock trial? That doesn't make sense. Well, I just have to make sure that doesn't happen, then, won't I? But aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficacy the hard way. Ooh, that was the wrong noise. That was more like a Apollo grunt. Or growl. Not even a growl, actually. It was a grunt. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just, I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now, if you would excuse me. Thanks to him I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers had to force their biggest smiles. The trial is about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. That's right. I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. Alright. Here we go. Trial is starting. We finished our little pre-trial predictions. I'm going to take one brief moment here to get a drink of water, and then we'll start this. Alright, here we are. Here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your baldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. Ugh! This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now, summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your baldness. Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please, call our first witness. And now we don't even get an opening statement? Oh, Fulbright, hello. I don't know why I wasn't expecting you. Detective Fulbright, he and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team. Oh, right. The case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. All right, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Court's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have right here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it. Oh, yes, well, that's exactly as we predicted. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. 6 and 8 p.m. of the previous day, I assume. Cause of death, blood loss, yep. Okay. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too? Blackwell is trained well. Maybe Blackwell should train it not to mess up people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along, the body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage? Precisely. And there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that the school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner." What's this? You have such a recording? Must be that tape recorder Miriam mentioned. But why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh. Silence, please. I'd like to play the tape for you now. Oh, am I gonna have to listen to this? I had to listen really closely. Okay, I didn't hear any audio there. I think they're just gonna do the text. It's quite hard to hear. But the voice does sound female. Alright, that was a bit odd. I don't know why they didn't put a voice there. I mean, I guess this... they've done voices before. And including in this game, actually. I think this game is where all, except for like 1 or 2 instances, well, most... They could have put a voice there. Alright, is what I'm trying to say. The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment. If all the students and faculty gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Have no fear, for there is always an exception. An exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. What? Then that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. And by those 3, I mean... Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. Did I miss a line? No, I did not. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say. In justice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just 1 is a girl. That leaves the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility. Let me take a look at that tape recorder. How much tape is in this? I want to know when this was recorded. I think that's the most important thing here. Did I read this already? I don't know. We'll read it again. That leaves only the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility. I read that wrong, but it's fine. No. Impressive. He has you on the ropes before any cross-examinations. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha ha ha! I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. In justice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. Now, bailiff, bring our next witness to the stand. Alright. Here we are. Oh, is she gonna have to come out, or is she gonna stand up? So, our first witness is a cardboard box. Ah! I'm not doing the hisses still. Stealth mode deactivated. Oh, you know, I was actually going to make a Metal Gear joke. But she got it before me. Oh man, I can't wait for Metal Gear Delta. That'll be good. It's supposed to come out this month, but, you know, there's no release date still when we're about halfway through. So I'm beginning to have my doubts. But if it does come out this month, I will be dropping everything to play it. On stream, of course. Because I love that game. Not Delta, obviously it's not out, but the original. Oh my, the box has hands. Smile, Your Honor. I'll do the laughs. She's not going to be here that much longer anyway. What the dickens? I just had my picture taken. Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. But why is she allowed to have a camera? Wasn't Cody Hackins one of the things with him was that he was specifically allowed to bring a camera in because he's a kid? Alright. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crimes. Might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action in an undercover is undercover reporter's bread and butter. Ooh man, fumbled that. But testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my, I had never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time. A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto, how can the judge believe this load of crock? Now, your testimony please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. Alright. The murder happened exactly like in Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's content. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has the motive, and the murder is just like in her script. The murder is just like her script? Could such a thing be true? Compare her script with the murder case and the crime scene photos. Then you'll see. This is so simple, even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, the witness's scripts, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found. This proves that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script, an argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing. That makes perfect sense. What now? Prosecutor Blackquill has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. He's like a pit bull once he sinks his teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and phony evidence. Grudges and betrayals. Oh, right. I was, really thrown off what she was trying to say, the intonation. But I get it now. I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness. No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready. I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. Now then. Murder happened exactly like in the script. Yeah, I won't argue that right now. Let's argue with the obvious thing. Decided not to use the script. Okay, can you tell me... I guess this doesn't talk about it. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Oh. Well, found it. It was not just like the script. No? Oh, right. Wait, no. No, no. No, no, no. Hold on. Oh, I guess this is the murder, not like not the body. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Sorry. Alright, what do we do then? Murder happened exactly like in the mock trial script. Let's read the script one more time. Protruding arrow found in the quad. Actual weaponism all happened in the art room with his blood on the floor. Body dropped from... Yep, yep. Why is this page different? This page is very different. Alright. Anyway, we know that the script was used. Do I present her paper on it, or do I just press her? I think I'll just press her first, and then we'll present. How do you know that Professor Court wasn't going to use her script? There in the art room where the heinous crime took place, an envelope marked Use and Miriam Scuttlebutt's script were found. Evidently, the script was going to be used but belonged to the girl in the box over there. It's only natural that my script would be accepted and hers rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence. It was a cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of law. I can't help but feel Professor Court went out of her way not to use it. But Juniper, she used some devious, underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script and not my masterpiece was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation? Not a good one. So what do I present against that? Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. It says final confirmation was at 9 in the morning. But she was killed at night, so it could be this. Oh, wrong button. Almost printed the wrong thing. No, that's not it either. Final confirmation was in the morning. Alright. Alright. How do we go with this then? Did we just press everything? Because for some reason this isn't clicking for me, even though it's the very first one. I think we're just gonna press everything, read it all, and see where it goes from there. There must be places where the script and this case diverge. Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles. I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk. Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate. What did you say? Blackwell really turned that one around on you. Whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback. Whoa, easy there, Athena. Now, you listen to me. The two cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't yet been erected in the mock trial script. In the actual case, there were signs indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. What a total burn. Try again, why don't you, Pawn of Woods? Somebody could have stolen a peek beforehand. I don't think so. I mean, I tried any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. But that crafty she-devil Juniper has eyes on the back of her head. What chance does your average person have in if an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting point. Still, Miss Scuttlebutt, won't you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? Why, I plead entrapment. How is you blurting out your own crime entrapment? But you haven't scooped me yet. They were all set to use Juniper's script. Yep, pressed that one already. Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body just like the script. That's a horrible point. Weary is the trial, which pits Hawk against Canary. What did you just say? If he's so weary, he should try humping less. I bet that'd save him some energy. This is no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary. Don't let it get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes-Stono. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents? That's right. Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Elementary school? Reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for a loop. The perfect caption. How marvelous. A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand. In a school paper? Seriously? I believe you've pressed the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes. Now, do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now, and in that fair, desperate mind of yours, etch it deep so you may never forget. No. Even my arguments get thrown back in my face. It isn't supposed to be like this. What am I gonna do? Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now. Huh? Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself in a killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do. I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the script? And that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt not a coincidence, is that correct? No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways. What'd I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script. Something known only to her? That would be not just foolhardy, but completely irrational. What do you mean? Oh, look at that inanimate object sweating. We haven't had that in a while. Yes, Miss Sykes, please, tell the court what you mean by irrational. It wouldn't make any sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would make her the culprit. The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in and of itself is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes, care to explain what you mean? Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then, what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the... That's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. Oh, that box is coming off her head before the end of this trial. That much is certain. The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Ah, don't let it go to your head just yet. It would seem Justice Dono's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use. Enough with your stupid sword metaphors already. There's a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak. A reason? What reason? Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, nary a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case and the script. No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered. Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself. What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too? Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled. Wait, so you didn't call the police? Nope, I kept it a secret for my big scoop. You can't do that. I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top? Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was... Ah! Jeez, I wonder what the Twisted Samurai did to her. Block off all the holes in her box? And spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in the delight? That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil. Alright. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone is in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive that it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made. Why did you withhold such an important key testimony? What's that supposed to mean? Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination. I know, but her testimony points to her as a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackville is... No, wait. I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Wood's off room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. Ah! The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Help! Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers so. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? No, thanks. Oh, right, I forgot about you. I mean, I've seen you this whole time, but, I forgot your name was Widget in your talk. I want to take this moment where I've been sort of thrown out of it by Widget's existence to say I really hope in the next game we go back to Phoenix, because playing as a rookie 2 games in a row, it's getting a bit tiring. Because Apollo, he was very stupid all the way to the end of the game. I think I talked about that a lot during those streams. And Athena is not much better. With that being said, Apollo is also not much better in this game. But, it's still tiring. Even if there's 2 of them. So I'd like to go back to Phoenix. And more importantly, I'd like to get Edgeworth. Oh. I think my medicine is making me tired. We gotta at least get through this trial section. You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi. Oh, yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death, I was at the undercover reporter class. It's right near my home. Undercover reporter class? The proverbial rug has been pulled out from under you. The witness could not be the killer. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor. I tried to warn you. Oh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down. Huh? No, wait a minute. The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. Yeah, they do, actually. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. Why can't you say you reap what you sow? Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spend some time in her lovely box and recover from today's stressful events. Don't you ever worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. My third eye is always eyeing on a scoop. She's always eyeing a scoop. Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye. Thank you, Apollo. Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo? There's one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why? Why not? Well, that is... No, I didn't take one. Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body? It's not like I actually saw it, but... What the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again? Nice try, Boy Wonder. What if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Well, feast your eyes on this. What exactly am I looking at here? It's a crucial moment forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods. Yeah. Why did you not tell me of this? It's a shocking scoop that I was saving for just the right moment. And that would be you now, right here in court. Surprise! Oh, what'd I do? All journalists keep their scoops secret right until the moment, right? Alright, let's take a moment to look at that photo. Do I have it? No, I don't. But there's enough stream delay that I can take a look at it. Perfect. So that's obviously not her. Oh, it's gone. I can't see it anymore. But the, that's the important point. It already has the blood on it, so... well, no, I guess the body's already dead. So the all being there doesn't matter too much. But the point is that we can't actually see who it is. Are we going to be blaming the red guy? What's his name? Robin? Because I noted earlier that he has obviously glow-in-the-dark paint on his hand from this, and it says don't touch it until it's dry. And also the all, it may or may not have glow-in-the-dark, what's it called? Paint on it. So, wait, no, but it isn't, they would have checked it. So it doesn't have glow-in-the-dark paint, which means that this was probably our, was probably Robin, but he didn't kill her. Yes. We can prove that because the all didn't have paint on it. Got it. Is that how we're going with this? But why was Robin there? Are we taking Robin to the stage on day one, perhaps? To the stand, I mean? Sorry. Oh, we'll find out. Alright, let's see. We already read this. And she's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwood like that. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. Athena? About this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah, so then... Right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place?
Objection.
A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is... There was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this. The route by which the accused escaped. The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room. Wait a second. Are we really allowing this? Hold on, we have precedent against this. The Steel Samurai and the Nickel Samurai case, both, we dealt with this in both of those. Are we, like, is it not, like, precedent in court by now? That if someone's in a costume, we should just assume their identity is unknown? Or like, until it's proven? Yeah, I guess not. This game's been pretty consistent so far. The accused ascended to the first floor and exited to the quad. Then what, Carton Cretin? Then I tripped and fell, caught my knee in my own box. She stayed in their box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial. Ugh. Ugh. But if the facts had changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. The defense has a point here. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. It seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide, missy. For now, at least. Whew. I guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. It's a primo cardboard, lovingly selected from among many. Tell another lie, or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. But please, anything but that. I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. All right, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. All right, here we go. Let's see. You did in fact sneak into the room. You know, she didn't answer your question, so you don't know that's her. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we have 2 points that we could possibly contradict depending on our evidence. You are not positive because you cannot see her face, and also she did not answer you. So we're going to press both of them, and then we'll, present evidence. Why would she change into that costume? The mock trial is about to begin. How should I know? But if you don't believe me, take a look at this photo. I captured this critical moment like the gonzo journalistic pro that I am. But this only shows the back of whoever was fleeing. You expect me to shoot her face when she's running away from me? I guess you're right, but this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. At any rate, as this photo shows, Juniper was in her stage costume. Okay, that did not get me anywhere. Alright. In that case, we should probably press this first, just in case. You say it was our client because of the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume. Isn't that a bit simplistic? It's only as simple and clear-cut as a good piece of journalism should be. Okay. Sure, it's simple, but I hardly call it clear cut. That's why I chased her. She keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't even actually see the body. Yeah, but Black Willow's assertion takes that into account. So even if I press her on her, so even if I press her on never seeing the body, I won't be able to overturn this testimony. Well, whatever it was that was fleeing, Miriam never did see their face. So I'm wondering why she thought it was Juniper. Try thinking along that line and see what you come up with. Alright, well, let's go back to that last one. Take a look at our evidence real quick. She didn't take the awl with her. That's something. What else could it be? Suppose it would just be this, right? Yeah, I think it's this. Because she would know to leave it dry. Yeah? Yeah, we'll go with that. Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as a figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star in the costume in the photo. Oh, then that means, what exactly? Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene, which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out. But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that? Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. What was that it? I thought it was glow in the dark, right? Make glow from inside. Constellations glow through fabric. Well, it says fluorescent paint, which means it would be glow in the dark, right? So it's not necessarily. Oh, I mean, I guess it would still be yellow, actually. No, because no. Paint the inside. Make glow from inside. So the paint's on the inside, right? And then there are holes. Am I misinterpreting how this costume is constructed? I feel that's what's happening here. You know what? Let's have them explain it, because Black Quill's probably gonna object to something, and then I'll have the full picture. Wait, you're not suggesting? That's right. I'm glad you're catching on. The costumes designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out. Yeah. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter? Yeah, I still don't know what sound to make for that. Oh, she had a laptop in there. Oh, there's her face. Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. Did it update in the court record, perhaps? No, that's unfortunate. You didn't see nothing. Objection. Now, I would have you stop right there, Sykes Dono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus. Oh, what do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods Yes? Oh, I forgot she was here with us. What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent. What was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? Not fluoride. Fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark. Yes, yes. So you applied that to the inside of the costume, and then? I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then, this is a photograph of the inside out costume taken in the dark. Oh, yep, look at that. There's our proof. Handprints. So it was, what's his name? Robin. Why is Robin in her room? Oh, I suppose there's lots of reasons why. As you can see, there's a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, what paint would get all over their body? Why, yes, I believe it would. Indeed. Ergo, the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake, but because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. Ah! Figures he would have a photo. Okay, so I didn't get what's it called? The construction wrong. I just didn't realize that they hadn't finished yet. Why didn't I realize that? Obviously it wasn't dry. Did we fall into his trap? Oh, that was Athena. Yeah, I bet Blackville had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. And check out the chest area. It kinda looks like handprints to me. Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet. I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused? So, basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up? Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What did you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto. A showdown, is it? I'll gladly accept. The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched that costume. And the paint should glow in the dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. Yep. It's, what's it? Here it is. Newspaper. Go. A school newspaper? Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in the photos as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. Oh, man, that's getting worse. As you can see, it's glowing just like Miss Wood's fluorescent paint. It is glowing. Quite rightly, I might add. But why would he put fluorescent paints on his hands before a mock trial, you might ask? The answer is, he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there while he put the costume on. Oh? That means, what? Again? It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman. What? To think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then, Does that mean that Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. Oh? Okay, I thought it was gonna like give us a save point or something. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? I'm Robin Newman. I want to become a great artist. I practice day and night. Yeah. No, that's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man. So, for occupation, should we put down budding artist? No! Themis Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course. This brace is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years. I assume you will be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today. Ah! Ah, man! Ah! Ah! Seems the witness has finally settled down. I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years. You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hands. I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there! When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa! The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall on me. I got that paint on me when I caught it, but I never put it on. That's just stupid. Ugh, man. You know, I think I found an answer to the title of this stream. We're going to be finishing one day of this trial. I mean, I've already stated that the title, in the case of the answer yes, was very ambitious. But, gotta be honest, my medicine is going to make me pass out soon. So let's try and get through this, because I think this should be the last witness of this day. And then we can end. And then but, you know, that's for like 30 minutes from now. Let's keep going. Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but, No! Not again. What's his problem? I sensed at the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. So, you think he might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you. I still find this whole mechanic to be extremely odd. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. Yep, let's see Juniper in her waiting room. But she wasn't there. Let's see. Well, I think it's probably just gonna be the happiness, which is weird, right? I mean, no, that makes sense. The past instances of this do not really prepare you for how to do it, I feel. Anyway, we know it's either the happiness or the anger. Oh, I get it. Is it because he's been talking about his masculinity this whole time that he wouldn't put on a frilly, like, outfit? That's probably it. Mr. Newman, this emotion is inconsistent with your testimony. What are you talking about? It's not true. My only emotion is testosterone-fueled stubbornness. Yikes. I wouldn't really call that an emotion. Wonder where I went wrong. I'll better try that again. Okay, well, I guess I was wrong. In that case, we'll try the happiness, I suppose. When you mention the stage costume, I sense a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? Wait, what? Oh, I was right. I was right. It's just that I interpreted the emotions wrong. Gotcha. Why would a frilly scarf thing like in a long skirt make me feel like that? I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you? Like I'd be into that sort of thing. I'm a dude, and I'm into braces. You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for Juniper's outfit, do you? Oh, come on, isn't it obvious? You're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena. No way, man. The mannequin came falling toward me, so I stuck my hand out to stop it. End of story. That's a new piece of information. Time to run out of update. Even after that update, something just doesn't feel right. Do I have anything that could prove his statement contradicts what really happened? Yeah, let me see. The handprints are on the wrong side. That was a pretty simple one. You said the mannequin came falling toward you, so you stuck your hand out to stop it. If so, then the fingers on your hands would have been pointing outward like this. But that's not what the handprints show. In fact, this looks more like your thumbs in the base of your palms. Why in the world would I leave such weird handprints? You know why. You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like the model in this drawing. Whoa. Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put the stage costume on, didn't you? And you really do like Miss Wood's clothes, don't you? Fine. I admit to putting the costume on. But I don't like girly clothes, man. Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. Oh, this is going to go on for a while, isn't it? This is probably going to be the whole cross-examinations, I think. Alright. Sadness. Alright, well. Why do you got sadness? Is it because you're a guy? Is that why? There, another emotion that doesn't fit. So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man. Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on. But you also felt sad. Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal. Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you? Oh, no. You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now, tell us why you were sad. Okay, fine. If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is... No matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper. Well, no offense, but his habit of shouting at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help. No, that's not it. I totally owned those girly clothes. I should have been totally pretty. But there's something that keeps getting in my way. Wow, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions? We saw those during the Ninetales Veil incident. So all we had to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. How do we look for a conflict between his statements and the images we see? If we can find that, we can wrestle him away from whatever's tormenting him. You know, I really feel like the fact that they had to keep basically tutorializing this every time it shows up, even if it's only slightly, should be enough to show that it's not that great of a mechanic. I don't know, maybe it's just me being upset at this mechanic, because I really personally do not like it. Yeah, no, that's just it. There's no deeper meaning. Mr. Newman said that there's something getting in the way of him being pretty. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes. But what could it be? Fine, I'll testify, man. Alright, see. How does this work? I forget. You snuck in knowing the costume was there. Okay. Oh, right, you had to do the probing thing. What is... Is it the brace? Is the brace getting in your way? Is it you? Are you getting in your own way? Let me see. No, hold on. Okay, so obviously it's one of these two panels, because these are the new ones. I mean, I think it's just going to be you, right? Or the brace? I mean, those are the only two options, really. It's not the hood. Or the costume. We'll try you first. Are you not happy with yourself? Or is it going to take the literal approach and say that the brace is getting in your way? The source of Mr. Newman's anger is this. Nope, okay, just skip the dialogue. I tried to go with a deeper meaning in the answer. I think they were going for the literal one, it would seem. Unless this is also wrong, in which case I'm just a fool. Nope, music cut out. This is the right one. Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is that why you feel... what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be? Huh? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is you really want to take that brace off, don't you? No way, man. This is a symbol of masculinity. I could never take it off. Is it that you can't take it off, or that you don't want to take it off? Oh man, I should have kept my big mouth shut. This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. What could be the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Man. Athena, you okay? It seems Robin is still hiding a secret. Big one. Bigger than the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks? Yes, at least I think so. No, it can't be. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Mr. Newman? What? I'm onto your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. Is he actually a girl? Is that it? Is he using the brace as a binding, perhaps? Mr. Newman? Or should I say Miss Newman? You are, and always have been, a girl. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence. But that's what Robin's heart is shouting out loud and clear. I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. What could he possibly... How could he possibly be a she? What the hell is that sentence, my guy? What does that even mean? Reeks of testosterone? Does it have a smell? I was not aware of that. I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time. Yeah, well, you were around for the first few games, so shut up. I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day. But if he's a she, then she's the most convincing actress I have ever encountered. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without a doubt, without question, a man. Who? You are now truly Justice Dono's equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit. What the hell is up with all these characters? Are they, like, losing brain cells? or something. I mean, I knew they were all stupid because that's like it's a comedy. They're all supposed to be whenever it's funny, but like not one of them is entertaining the possibility. All right, well let's go. Um, ah, if you guys are done talking about me, I'm. Oh, is it animated cutscene time? No. Fade to black. Oh, okay. Is the brace gonna fall to the floor? Yep, there it goes. Yeah, the brace. It's. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that because the appearance of the model. Miss Sykes, no, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs, but no. That was bad delivery. Also, should I change her voice? We'll keep it. I mean, I think we'll just keep it, but the same, just not screaming. It'll work. Surely, this must be some kind of a jest. Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. Is that the same voice I gave her? I can't even tell because I can barely hear myself right now. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a peek. Ah. As if. I did not expect to be a. I mean, how do I say this? This certainly was one of the tropes that they could have gone for. I did not expect them to choose this one, though. Oh, what an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. Oh, I suppose it's because... What is it? What's the word? It's because she's not the protagonist of this trial. They probably would have gone a different direction if she was. But that's fine. Let's keep going. Yep, eyes change. Face change. Just like Mulan. The animated one. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now, this living lie that had pinned me to the ground, it's... Ha It's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Oh, that's actually two different models. I mean, obviously it's two different models. I just talked about it, just like very briefly. But I didn't notice how prominently different they were. I suppose it's because of the posing. Yeah. Did I read this line? I don't know. We'll move on. Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I want to be an artist. Yay! Oh, she does not have teeth. That's weird. Order! What a shocking development. He really did turn out to be a she. Yep, they just disappear. Kind of like Donkey Kong now I think about it. Sorry about that. I know there's a random analogy, but, the new Mario Party came out today. I haven't played it, but heard tons about it. Why is everyone looking at me like that? I feel like a movie star or something. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy, okay? No pics or you'll regret it, man. Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper than he was when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally. This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything? The fact that the fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things, because there's now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Very well, let's see what the defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must we reconsider now that we know the witness is a girl? What would it be, Oh, the tape recorder. Yeah. This is what I'd like the court to reconsider. Oh, the tape recorder. The one that recorded the threat, "You're a goner." That's right, and we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect. Ah, so then. That's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if you are using the voice in this recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled as a suspect too. Oh. Oh no. Wow. Talk about sudden turn of events. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. Yeah, but wow, that was a lot of work for a single one. Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect. But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in the court. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious. That's not nice, Athena. How could you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me... Oh, she swooned. Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness has some sort of connection to the crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance. Oh, wrong person. We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods. By leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime. How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Birdman. The Birdman? Yeah, that's right, edgy boy. We all know that you're, like... how do I say? I think I just say edgy, right? He's very clearly not... Like, he's like a wannabe. Like, look at his outfit. Look at this. You see this? He has, like, a tie and a vest, and then he has this big popped collar thing over it. And then, not to mention his hair. I don't even know what's going on with that. Let's move on, though. In any event, the witness as an accessory explains quite a bit, does it not? He made it all make sense somehow. And he'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. But how could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in the script was if they had penned the script, had heard it from Junie. They could have heard it from Junie. Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone. What the devil? What? Really? Why does he say that? Doesn't really fit him. I mean, it kind of does, but not that quietly. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman. I get it. If the Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right. Junie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. How could you, Tina? What a bunch of bull. I never heard a word about the script from Juniper. Never ever. You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? Be a bad, Athena. You don't have any evidence. I'm really mixing up her voice now. I mean, I suppose it's fine. She was putting on a voice before, presumably. Actually, we might have just the thing. Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hair forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Oh, yes, this is where the red tracksuit comes in. Yes, yes. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Sure, I might have said that, but so what? Well, think of it this way, Athena. Yeah, which way exactly? If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on right now, what would you say? Oh, the red suit. Ah, I think I've got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court. Very well, Miss Sykes. Present away. This evidence proves Miss Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents. The mock trial's script? Yes. Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body, and reportedly you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Oh, yes, yeah, I said that. What's your point? You seem to have some kind of issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the things to prepare page. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor's course. Ah! You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No. Oh, that was a really bad no from me. Let's write that one off as being sick, yeah? I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor. You what? If knowing the script details makes a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Court's notes. Notes? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest... Yep, but it's the truth. Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings of the truth behind the case. But she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victim's body. Oh man. Come on, power through. We can get through this. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I'd say she's telling the truth. Wait a second. If there's a note with details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script. Yes, I believe you're right. Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackpill would have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case. Oh-ho! Bully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory. And why not? The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit, so put away your wooden sword. And show me what you are truly capable of if you wish to live. You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it. Wait, there's another witness? Huh? We have to get through Hugh as well today? Oh, man. Okay, give me a second. I need a drink for this. Oh, yeah, guys, actually, give me about a minute, actually. Because I'm gonna need something else as well. Alright, alright. I'm back. I'm good. We're gonna have to get through this guy, so it's probably about another 30 minutes, about. Well, we can get through it. I believe. I already said I want nothing. Oh, wait, what voice did I give him? I already said I want nothing to do with this trial. How juvenile. It's not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor. Oh, Prosecutor Blackquill, why have you called this witness? You will recall that the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder, the accused testified that she left for home around 6 p.m. Yes, my notes do confirm that fact. Oh, you know, I want to check the planner. Previous day, which is 23rd, meet with Hugh about the report from yesterday. So she had met with Hugh the previous 2 days, but the time is not specified. But it was specified that the 23rd, that being the prior day, was important. Alright. Right. Our client wasn't at the school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be. Yet, that was but a Oh, I don't use that word often. Felicitous lie. Or am I mistaken, golden boy? I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hold! I am not through with you yet. Heh. Seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you-know-what. No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor? The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, a senior at Themis Legal Academy, lawyer course. How's that? Just fine. Your testimony, then, if you please. You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you. I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. Alright. Nice to be getting straight into the testimony. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. 7 p.m.? Hold on, what? 7 p.m. The previous day? Oh yeah, this is the previous day. Okay. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed like her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That is quite enough. Well done, golden boy. Heh. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. Now, you will recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m., the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime. Do you have any proof of that? As its final bell, this school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. Oh, this is great. I wanted to know, actually, the time of the recording. I was wondering how they confirmed it. Here it is. The female voice on this tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap. Alright. So, when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been... Indeed. It was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building, even after the killing. So the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved. Great. Another inconvenient testimony. Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please. Let's see, do we just press on everything here? I didn't spot any immediate contradictions. Meditate in the archery range until 7 p.m. Apparently you were supposed to meet with the professor. That seems rather important to me. The all's not important. That's not important right now. And I think in here it said something about the arrow. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So the scripts, the planner, and the recording are our relevant information for this section. Maybe the arrow, but just maybe. So let's see. Why did you go to the main building first? Tell me that. Our client has stated she went home at 6 p.m. You and Professor Court were busy preparing the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school around 6 p.m. No, wrong. I don't know what she was doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7 p.m. But I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other. But if Junie was there, that means she's lying. Truth be told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments. I think this is a press situation. So you just walked past a good friend, barely saying a word? The final bell had already rung. They get mad when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in those annoyingly loud voices. Annoyingly loud voices? I'll like it if you refrained from insulting my partner like that. Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team. Anyway, I'll think about... I think that's about all I had to say. Oh, I did not mean to hit that button. I'm just going to skip this looping dialogue. Let's press this first and last one. So, do you meditate often? Don't tell me you're going to start pestering me too. What's that supposed to mean? No need to play dumb with me. All the girls want to know about my private life. What? How old is Athena? It does not say. But we're going to assume that she's quite a bit older than him. So this is kind of weird. I will remind the defense this is a court of law, not a pickup spot. Seems Miss Fancy Pants, the lawyer, is smitten with the witness. Objection, objection, objection! I'm just trying to establish the witnesses. If you must know, I never go a day without meditating. Satisfied now, stalker girl? That's it. You'd better take that... Whoa, whoa there, Tiger. Just take a deep breath and relax. I'll just continue my testimony now, if you don't mind. Anyway, I figured out what it was while I was reading that. It's this last statement. I don't know if he had to press it or if he had to present it, but I had to ask him about his meeting. I'm going to press it first to be safe, because I have 2 health bars missing. Alright, I'll take you up on your kind offer. I expected as much. So go ahead, ask away. Mr. O'Connor, I wanted to ask you... Why did you stay past the last bell? Why would an honor student like you ignore the last bell? I wouldn't say I ignored it. I was simply running a little late. Do you remember exactly how late? Heh. You're a stickler for the details, lady. But if I had to say, it was about 10-15 minutes. If you think that's important, I'll add it to my testimony. I was hoping you'd say that. Oh? Wait. Does she automatically add... I need to see if she automatically adds the answer to the question to the testimony or not. Because that's really important. Did you stop by the art room, or, as it's now known, the scene of the crime? No, I didn't. Can you prove it? As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. Let me ask you, can you prove that I did? As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But I will ask, how often do you visit there? Hardly ever. There's no reason for me to be there anyway. There's no reason for you to be there? Is there an echo in here? If something's bothering you, I'll just add it to my testimony. How considerate. Thank you for noticing. Let's add that statement to your testimony. Okay, she is automatically adding. Well, you know, this one works. There is a reason for you to be there. Nope, never mind, there's not. How do I get him on this point? Never went to the art room because there's no reason for you to be there, apparently. Alright. Alright, let's ask that other... Let's go back to our questions for a second. This one says he's never gone to the art room. This one said there was a delay in him returning to the building, which makes sense. Oh, you know what? This is probably it, right? How do you prep for the mock trial? Talk to the teacher, right? Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. Oh, this must be it. That's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Nothing at all? You didn't help with the preparations? You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Junie put her heart and soul into getting things ready, while he just sat on his behind? Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 p.m. I suppose a few of the archery club members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul? That's right. I didn't say a word to anyone till the final bell at 7 p.m. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. There it is. We found it. We found it. Perfect. The planner, go. So, you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd? Are you sure about that? I already told you. My word is as good as gold. Okay, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all her plans in great detail. Not really, it's rather minimal detail, actually. Take a look at this page here. It reads 23rd. Meet with Hugh. And important. Don't you find that interesting? What? Where'd you get that? The key word here is important. You say you were at the archery range all day. But you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk. But the entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation? I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell. What's this now? The witness stayed after the last bell, in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor? This is insane. Must we go through this yet again? I suppose you also have no evidence, as usual. No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell, and he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim. First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another unscrupulous attorney looking to get ahead. Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death. I had my suspicions about Robin, but Hugh seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects after all. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day? Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I have something to say. If it will save me some trouble, then by all means, speak away. If you would recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect. Oh, he has a point. What do you mean? No, he doesn't. I mean, I haven't pointed this out up until now, but Constance Court, who was there, is female. She could have said it. You know what? Let's move on. We'll probably cover that in just a second. Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed. Care to take the reins? You are more than capable of prosecuting this case. Heh. Sorry, but I'm studying to be a defense attorney. What a pity. To think that such a genius is to be wasted on mere defense. At last, your moment is here, Sykes Dono. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement, and prove that you are the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your lapel. Could he lay any more pressure on? That voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing about that. Yeah, you're right. In which case, to whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? The victim! The voice on the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense. Are you mad? The voice on the recording says you are a goner. That is something a murderer shouts at the victim, not the other way around. Yeah, that is a problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a goner. Athena? You're a goner. You a goner. Hugh a corner. Hugh O'Corner? Connor? Oh, wait a second. Whoa, Athena, you're scaring me here. You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this. With what? Prosecutor Blackquill, you wanted to know if I'm worthy of my badge. Well, I'm about to show you why, despite my age, I can wear it with pride. Oh? Then can I take it you won't be changing your argument? Still, it stands that it's a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling, "You're a goner." I agree, if that's what the victim was saying, but it's not. I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes? Not exactly, but you don't have to add fuel to his fire, Your Honor. If it is indeed Professor Court's voice on the tape, then she was shouting because she was probably scolding, right? Or being being threatened by seems the obvious option. Okay, we'll go with the threatened option. You're a goner was a threat the witness shouted at the victim. Oh, wait, nope, I misinterpreted that. I have one more bar left. It's time to save scum. Let's go. First time in the game, I think. Anyway, she was probably threatening O'Connor, right? Or scolding him. I still think it's scolding. I should have gone with my gut instinct, yeah? Probably. I would like to call one basic fact into question. Is that shout on tape really saying you're a goner? What are you up to now, Athena? Professor Court's planner says she was supposed to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong. And this made Professor Court get angry with him during the private meeting. I don't see how this changes what we heard on tape. Well, if you want to see how it changes things, then let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name. Okay, let's see. Hugh O'Connor. What did I do to deserve that? Yes, like that. Now try again, but faster. Hugh O'Connor. Huh? Hugh O'Connor? Hugh O'Connor? Hugh O'Connor? Oh, wait a second. No, 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 this can't be. You think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? Ah, but it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's a scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters, or the wind for voices. Now that you mention it. You can do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one more little push. The sound on the tape recorder never was the phrase "you're a goner." That's only what we thought we heard, when in fact it was the witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing men are so good at. Oh, okay, sorry. It took me a second to put the grammar in that sentence together. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind. The important thing is that the voice that was recorded isn't our client's. And since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects. Ah!
Objection.
I had thought the testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will not allow such a fallacious quibbles to upend this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. Evidence? What's he gonna pull out now? Feast your eyes on this photo, and let me see that insolent look vanish from within them. Can I get a close look at it, please? Thank you. What do we got? Okay, there's a rope at the window. That's important. Oh, we have the time. 7:05. The planner is in her pocket. Alright. I think that's about everything important. Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture of the defendant and the victim. The photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred? Indeed it was. But the revelations do not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05, a mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the tape. What? The accused brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after this photo was taken. It seems the defendant's culpability in this crime is quite obvious. The shooting was with Professor Court just 5 minutes before she was murdered? Well, what now? Nothing I say can change that fact. Understand now? You can believe in your clients all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel, steely blade of truth. Ah! I'm not great at doing her, like grunts and growls. They always come out more like Apollo's. Anyway, listen, Missy. The person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world? I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. But I became a lawyer so I could... You still fail to understand? After so much pain and defeat? The courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So, before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up. Ah, no. If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when a lawyer has to force their biggest smiles. That's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances, even if I forced it? This is badder than bad. I knew Black Quill had that one waiting in the wings. Why didn't that twisted samurai just present it at the beginning? Wait, maybe this was his real plan. Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Maybe he's right. Because I really haven't got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constance Court? Robin Newman, a girl who had been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honor student who had met with Professor Court? There seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. The time for a verdict has come. Oh? No! That's not gonna happen, man! What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt a judge about to hand down a... See, maybe, but false verdicts are no. What? Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is. You do? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now? Yep, I know because the real killer is... me. Me. Teehee. What? It was me. I did it alone. Just me. I don't get it. Why is she confessing? Miss Newman was witnessed near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems. Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends. Just so he can walk free. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already. But please, wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Thank you for all you've done, Thena. But you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer. Junie, no. Don't do it. Hugh and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me. I alone am responsible for the entire crime. What? Junie, you know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement. I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Thena. Okay, was not expecting this. Order, order! Will somebody please explain what's going on here? I see right through your cheap ploy. School rules state that prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke. Oh, I wasn't aware. Even meek little mice will fight when cornered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other now that they've nowhere else to run. Protect each other? Wait, so was Robin trying to protect Junie too? If so, then the real killer is... Oh, is it Hugh's time to take the guilty burden? Heh, this whole thing's a joke. Uh-oh, now it's Hugh's turn. What? What is wrong with kids these days? I know what just crossed your mind, Miss Sykes. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Wow. He really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking. Heh, I think it's about time I told you the truth. Is his hand being in his pocket going to be a plot point? We haven't had any extraordinarily stupid, occurrences in court in a while. I think not since the original trilogy, really. But I would be willing to bet that his hand in his pocket is something. Unless it's just him trying to be cool. But he's gonna have a freakout animation. I mean, he's just sweat at this point and had pulled out the bow. Hand's coming out at some point. That's the point I'm trying to make. I think it's about time I told you the truth. Now I'll even get right to the point. It was me. I did it. Wait. What? Ah, yes. Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I'm so confused right now. If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It's absolute genius. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law, not the set of some high school drama. I see I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to... Hoy, wait, your baldness. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackquill, but I'm in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. I'm hoping that the defense and prosecution can come up with some airtight evidence. That is why I'm giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case. Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming. Fine, do as you wish. This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned. Oh, dang, he got to that really quickly. Oh, and there's our to be continued. I am, of course, going to end this and then go fall down and probably instantly fall asleep. Because that medicine really is kicking in. I'm surprised I made it 2.5 hours. But just like yesterday, we're going to try and do a raid again. Someone into the same category. Oh, there's so many more people today. Yesterday there was like 2. So, who do you guys want to go to? Oh, this person has 1 viewer. Just like me. I have 2 actually, but I know that one of them's a bot. So, be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone. The longer you stay here, the longer it is awkward. They're playing the next game, it seems. Let's see, how long do we stay here? I can outwait you. Probably. Unless you're a bot as well, of course. That would not be... there. You're gone. Mwahaha. Go.